Hi, Assalamualaikum. Welcome everyone. I hope everyone is fit and healthy today. Thank you for joining us for today's panel discussion brought by MAHSA University. My name is Noor and I am the lecturer of the Faculty Health Sciences, MAHSA University. Today, we are going to have discussion on become a safety health professional with our expert panelists live on Facebook and YouTube. We are indeed very honored to have renowned panelists Encik Nazmi bin Kamarudin and Puan Wan No Azah bin Wan Abdul Aziz here with us today. Now, let me introduce our panel today. First of all, we have Encik Nazmi bin Kamarudin. Encik Nazmi graduated with the Bachelor of Engineering Honour Chemical and Process from the UITM Shah Alam. Encik Nazmi has more than 10 years of working experience as a safety and risk engineer. He has worked at various projects focused in technical safety studies and loss prevention for various oil and gas companies. He currently working as a senior technical safety and risk engineer at the Integrated Process Solution Malaysia Sdn Bhd. Encik Nazmi, thank you for joining us in the sharing session today. Hi.
Thank you, Ms. Faiza, for inviting me for the webinar. Hi, thank you for inviting me. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, next for second panelist is Puan Wan No Azah bin Wan Abdul Aziz. She's graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Environmental Health and Safety from UITM also, and Master in Industrial Safety Management from UKM. She has more than 10 years of working experience as a safety and health environment practitioner in manufacturing. She is registered safety health officer SHO and ergonomic trained person from the DOE Department of from she was competent schedule waste and from Department of Environment. She currently working as a head of department at the food and beverage manufacturing. So Puan Azah, thank you for joining us in this sharing session.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Faiza and Al MAHSA University for inviting me for this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you. Welcome. And welcome everyone here to share your knowledge and view on the topic. So just a little housekeeping before we get started. If you have any question, please leave your question in the live comment column. I will bring them up and we will also have time for question at the end of our session. All right. Now we are moving toward to some topic. This is I have the good news for everyone. So it was exciting news from the Environmental Health Department, Faculty of Health Sciences, MAHSA University. We are proudly announcing that diploma in Occupational Safety and Health program has attained its provisional accreditation from Malaysian Qualification Agency MQA. So the program was developed by academic staff Dr. Noor and me. Lead by Associate Prof. Dr. Veronica Chua, Dean of Faculty of Health Sciences. For introduction, we know how important it is secure spot in the workplace when you graduate with the flying colors. So you will want to make sure you are studying the best course of rewarding career. Occupational Safety and Health OSH, we call it also OSH, is one of the most in-demand job and rewarding career, including average salaries, qualification requirement. Earning in the occupational safety and health qualification can prepare you for a fulfilling career in practically every industry. In order to help employer fulfilling his statutory responsibilities, the Safety and Health Officer (SHO) has been created by the Occupational Safety and Health Act (OSHA). The general duties of a SHO are to ensure compliance and to promote a safe conduct of work. Regulatory responsibility of a SHO are specifically prescribed in the OSHA Regulation Safety and Health Officer. Alright. Dear Puan Azah, in fact, you are registered safety health officer from the Department of the Occupational Safety and Health Malaysia. What does an occupational health and safety officer do? And what is your everyday routine as safety health officer?
Okay, thank you, Faiza, for the question. Okay, first of all, thank you to MAHSA University for inviting me as a panel for this webinar. To focus to the first question, what does an occupational health and safety officer do? So, first of all, we need to know first what is the occupational safety address, potential safety hazard that can cause injury, whereas occupational health address potential health concern. And occupational safety pertains more to the physical well-being of employees, while occupational health covers the employees' overall well-being. So, what does an occupational health and safety officer do? So, this is I will share about my experience. Okay, first of all, an OSH responsible on the advise employer on OSH legislation. In Malaysia, we know that the common legislation we use are Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994 and Factories and Machinery Act 1967. Basically, these two laws are very important use if you are working in manufacturing, construction, retail, service and more. While the other act related to OSH is Petroleum Act 1984, but this one is you will be more used if you are in oil and gas industry. And another one is as safety officer or OSH practitioner, you need to advise employer to formulate safety and health policy to the company. Okay, by law, in section 16, more than 5 workers, you need to have one of company safety policy. Another one is you need to advise your employer for establishment of safety and health committee where the workers is more than 40. Is also is under law under section 30. And then as a OSH practitioner, you need to help your company in order to occupational risk assessment, or we call it HIRAC. Okay, SHO function basically is to assist develop risk assessment for the workplace. And then each workplace also has different risk assessment. So SHO should know, he or she should know how to suit or develop the hierarchy based on the workplace. Okay, for example, if you are dealing with food industry, your hierarchy may have concern about other standards such as GMP and HACCP.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, other than that, what is the another SHO job is preparation of safe operating procedure, such as any procedure that related to safety and health. Example, Faiza and all
Mm-hmm.
hierarchy procedure, chemical management procedure, hearing conservation procedure, emergency procedure, and you need to conduct emergency procedure and another such as fire drill, conduct emergency response team. Okay, another one is industrial incident procedure. You need to set up your own company industrial incident procedure based on the OSH guideline provided by DOSH guideline. Okay, and then management of contractor include inside permit to work procedure, working at height, hot work permit, confined space. And another one is as OSH practitioner, investigation of industrial accident. Example, property damage, fire, occupational disease, occupational poisoning, and currently the very particular and famous one now is the COVID-19 pandemic issue. So as OSH practitioner, we are the leader for this COVID-19 management. So is one of the part for me, and this is one of the part of SHO responsibilities in order to manage this COVID-19. Okay, you can see example what SHO can manage on this in conduct health screening, temperature
Mm-hmm.
checking, sanitation, wearing face mask, and reporting to the related government bodies. And another one is SHO is managing of occupational health, such as chemical management, noise management, ergonomic management, and also as SHO, we need to monitoring the effectiveness of control measures. Once we set up, we need to, it's very important to know the effectiveness of all the control measures. If it's not really effective, OSH practitioner can suggest or provided with another control measures that's suitable with the workplace. Maybe these control measures is not suitable to this workplace, so need to find another lah. And then encourage workers' participation and improve awareness to the workers by promoting OSH program like a campaign, awareness program, training, okay, and then continuously improving to ensure sustained compliance to OSH law. Okay, and then back to your second question, what is your everyday routine as safety and health officer? Right.
Um,
So If I would like to share the everyday routine for safety officer, there's a lot of routine of safety officer. Let me bring you to oversee. Safety officer, every day we have a new responsibility to do. Okay, for example, it's daily routine. So inspection, the most common what safety officer do is inspection for workplace. Okay, through inspection, we can spot the unsafe act and unsafe condition, right?
Mm.
And then this inspection, we need to cover all aspects in OSH such as safety issue and health concerns. This inspection is very important. Why I said this inspection is important? Because we need to identify the real situation, what happened in our workplace. Uh, it will be different with another plan inspection. It's not same inspection that we conduct daily with inspection
Mm.
that we plan to conduct, such as safety committee inspection. Because safety committee inspection is everybody already know when, where to conduct. So each department um, basically will do it well lah. So we cannot find the real finding during the safety committee inspection. But during daily inspection, this is based on my experience. Usually, our daily inspection, we can find a lot of unsafe action and unsafe condition that we cannot find if we had conduct safety committee inspection.
Safety
What it
committee.
happened? Yes, during safety committee inspection, we cannot find this thing. But during our daily inspection, we can find a lot of such as, for example, workers not wearing earplug. So we can find in the production a lot of workers not wearing earplug. Even the place is very high, very noisy area, and it's exceed the PEL. Okay, but during safety committee inspection, all the workers very good lah.
Okay.
And then
Understood.
okay, and then what another task of safety officer, management of personal protective equipment (PPE) such as safety helmet, earplug, respirator, safety shoes, and so on. And as safety officer, we need to find solution if the provided PPE is not suitable with the staff. So sometimes let's say safety shoes that company provided is not suitable. Workers wear about 6 months and then the safety shoes become wear and tear and very easy to wear and tear. So this also responsibility and task to safety officer to handle with it. It seems like
Mm.
very someone or somebody will tell that, oh, that safety shoes issue only lah, not very important lah, so many thing is more important. But this is
Mm.
the root cause. Actually, this is the main issue that will lead to the big issue if we not tackle this thing. Okay, another
Educate,
thing is
educate your staff lah. It's like that.
yes,
Mm.
educate, and also another department will don't think that the example PPE is very important, and and management sometimes they feel that I already buy safety shoes to the workers, why I need to change
Mm.
one. So this is our rules to info to our management that this PPE is not suitable to this staff because of what. Okay. And then another
Understood.
thing is safety officer, management offers aid at workplace, safety induction, just now is in terms of safety. Now it's in terms of occupational health. Occupational
Mm.
health essential need to ensure, example chemical register always update, new chemical purchase. If your factory or your production line want to buy a new chemical, so what should do?
What
New
we should
chemical
do,
is
yeah.
never, yes, what should do? we as safety officer or OHS practitioner need to check to ensure no banned substance is used.
Mm.
Okay. Because banned substance is not many workers know what is the banned substance. So it's our responsibility to inform them why we cannot buy banned substance. This, for example, lah. Okay. And then in terms of safety data sheet available or not. So it's our responsibility to inform to the employer and our workers what is the importance of safety data sheet. And safety data sheet, they have it also have requirement not more than 5 years. If more than 5 years, we need to request from the supplier the new STS. And
Okay.
another one is chemical labeling. We as SHO need to checking on this. And chemical storage also in good condition. Everything is under SHO responsibility. We actually not fully under us, but we can educate.
Leader,
Uh,
lead.
uh, yes, educate leader. If all is under SHE, matilah.
All right, I understand. So you can I summary here the mostly occupational safety and health is discipline is about the fulfilling the statutory responsibility. It's about the all about the law lah. We need to understand law more, right? Puan Waza?
Yes, Azah. And another thing is, as SHO also, you need to planning for OSH plan, for the yearly OSH
Mm,
plan. Uh, this is a very important thing. As safety officer, you need to planning OSH plan, OSH objective, when to conduct the CHRA, noise risk assessment is for example lah.
mm.
Okay.
Right, understood. Right. Thank you, Puan Waza. So now occupational safety and health is a discipline like Puan Waza said is a broad scope involving three major fields, right? So occupational
Yeah.
safety, occupational health, and industrial hygiene. For next to Encik Nazmi, as a senior technical safety and risk engineer, what is the technical process safety and loss prevention related with the occupational safety and health? And number two, why do you think the OSH is very important in at the industry?
Yeah, Assalamualaikum and good morning. First of all, thank you, Ms. Faiza and MAHSA University for inviting me for this webinar. I
Mm,
really enjoy joining this session. Okay, for your first question, typically technical safety and process safety are the term commonly used in such industry to describe the safety requirement related to design and operation of the hazardous process. So process safety incidents happen at lower frequency, whereas occupational safety incident happen at higher frequency. So you can see the difference, but then they are related together. Okay, uh, this is often a problem as a proactive approach to safety means that you may focus on the highest occurrence incidents uh, rather than we focus on the most serious one. Process safety includes the prevention of the unintentional release of chemicals or energy or other hazardous materials, whereas the occupational safety generally refer to classic health and safety, normally associated to prevention trips, slip and fall. Okay, you can see
mm,
a bit different from that, but then process safety will assure that we design to eliminate all these hazard, trip, slip and fall. Okay, and then process safety consider the consequence of incident of human, environmental, business level, and all the assets of the facilities. Whereas occupational safety consider consequence at human level only, I believe. So, for example, process safety address a major hazard more likely to result in major accident, big consequence. Okay, occupational
mm.
safety normally for a small consequence with regards to the individual, like small cuts or broken bones. Okay, so to
Okay.
relate the process safety to the occupational safety, currently we are doing the human factor and ergonomics assessment into the design, and then the chemical health risk assessment as well to the design, noise monitoring, noise modeling. So this is a must. It's a must for design of the facilities nowadays. So the relationship between the process safety with the occupational safety is quite important nowadays, right?
Mhm.
So for your second questions, the the whole objective of the occupational safety, I believe, is to prevent disease, injuries, deaths that due to the working condition. So no one should have suffer a job injury or disease because of employment. Because nowadays, workplace should be safe for us. So another thing is multidisciplinary field of occupational safety and health,
Mhm.
with the goal of safety is concerned to foster the safety and health environment. So the main focus include of the promotion of the working capacity and employee health, improvement of the environment, development of work culture. You organize to support health and safety. You promote a positive, how you call it, social climate, smooth operation, and enhance productivity of the organization. So
Mhm.
this occupational safety and health is very important, tended to mandate reduction of the or removal uh, job site hazards. Okay, because when we work, there's a lot of hazard. Typically in the industry like oil and gas, uh, the risk is quite high. Okay,
Mhm.
uh, the process safety risk is quite high, but then you still have the occupational safety risk, which is quite low. But we still take into account on our risk assessment, and occupational safety risk is also important to calculate, to quantify the risk together with the process safety risk. We relate that together so that in our design we will not underestimate the occupational safety and health risk. Okay.
Mhm.
Uh, Typically in industry, OHS program help to mitigate the effect of such hazard. These OHS consider like benefit to the company, and as healthy employees guaranteed to be more proactive. So when you are you work, you feel a safe environment, you'll be more productive. Because
Mhm.
in oil and gas platform, every day you are worried like, oh, normally will be a big platform will be a huge explosion. You can see, for
Mhm.
example, the Deepwater Horizon. If everybody watching the movie, it's quite a very catastrophic incident, right? So
Yeah.
it is about human error. So human error or about human is on the OSH program actually. Hence, the company management or employer, we are obligated to provide a safe working environment for all employees. That's what I can share at this
Mhm.
moment.
So the best thing can I say here is like senior safety and risk engineer is all about the the hierarchy of control. We start countermeasure from the engineering control, because engineering control is the best control we can do to as a countermeasure for the any hazard,
Great,
right?
great, yeah,
Design the thing. All right. Thank you for
yes,
your answer, Encik Nazmi. All right. So the for being successful safety professional require regulatory knowledge, support from all level in the company. Because I believe the co- uh, man, uh, commitment from the management is number one. All right. So and also you need to have numerous hard and soft skills. A safety professional must get a buy-in for ideas and earn respect from employers to gain their commitment. Doing the right thing. They need to be motivator, influencer, inspire worker to understand and critical importance of safety. All right. So next to Puan Azah, for your opinion, is occupational safety and health is a good career, all right? So what are the elements to be successful safety professional like you, and what is employee want from their safety practitioner, which will help the the employee establish the credibility and respect from the workplace, from the workforce to support their effort and meet the above expectation.
Okay, thank you, Faiza, for the question. Okay, back to your number one question: is occupational safety and health is a good career? So definitely yes, OSHA is a very good career, but it will relate to your question number two. What are the
Mm,
elements? So the elements is you must have passion. Why? Number one is a passion. Why you need to have passion? Because once you have passionate, you will love your job and you will love your OSH practitioner job. And you will when you love a job, you will give full commitment to your job, because in OSH practitioner career, you need to sacrifice most of your time, because as OSH practitioner, during you at home, during you with your kids, anyone from factory or anyone from workplace will call you
Mm.
to info regarding anything happen at the workplace. Example, during night shift, they have an accident happen. So early morning, they will call you. So you need to have full commitment towards this. You cannot say that I'm only working during office hour 8 to 5. Example, in OSH work, in OSH field, it's not like that. You need to work, actually it's 24 hours. Even if you are on leave, you still need to give commitment on towards your career or towards your job. And then okay, and then number two is to be a successful safety professional, you need to have willing to learn new knowledge. You cannot be what we call what we can call don't want to learn new things. You need to learn new things. Example, you need to have willing to attend the new class, to learn new
Continuous study.
or new guideline provided by the government. Okay, because actually OSH career is a career that full of excitement, and you need to adapt and always update your knowledge. And what I said like this, because every day OSH is expanding and have new issue to learn, such as
Mm.
now we need to learn the COVID-19 issues. Before this, biological hazard, nobody cares about it. Uh, Biological hazard, if we experience so it's not very important. But now it's very important. Another one is um, an OSH practitioner, it must and compulsory to you also to always learn the new knowledge. And they have a lot of previous guideline and new guideline established by government, such as economic risk assessment guideline, industry code of practice for noise. And other than that, as OSH practitioner, you also need to equip yourself with another competencies to be yourself more valuable. Okay. And the other competencies, such as what is in the environment competencies, such as categories, effluent treatment plants, auditing skills for ISO, and more another competencies. And the last element is, to me, is you need to be confident. You need to be confident,
Mm.
and always positive thinking. You cannot have negative thinking. To be a successful OSH practitioner, you need to always think positive. If you think negative, so the next outcome will be negative. Okay. And then for question number three, you said is what is employees want, right, Faiza? What is employees want from their safety practitioner? And of course, definitely employee want OSH practitioner to help the company to manage all the statutory requirement and establish the OSH system to
Mm.
the workplace. In reality, they also want OSH practitioner to be a middleman to liaise with related statutory body. So,
Mm.
in other words, employer also want OSH practitioner to be multitasking, and want OSH practitioner to solve the problem, especially from statutory bodies. Because this is from my experience. If we have an issue with the government bodies, usually employer will leave it to us, will leave it to safety officer or OSH practitioner to deal with. They don't want to talk personal to the government bodies. They want to OSH practitioner to deal with the all the government bodies. So that's, I think, lah for this.
So as I show, we have the CEP, right? The continuous education program. We need to collect the
Yes.
thing. Uh, so
Yes.
so it's a continuous education program for all the SSU. It's a you need to learn more, right?
Yes, you need to learn more, and you also need to attend the class that provided by the training provider lah, to enhance your skill and knowledge. And of course lah.
Hmm. All right. Thank you. Thank you for your answer, Puan Azah. All right. Safety professional or individual who typically work in the manufacturing, warehousing, or industrial setting. Their job is to analyze the workplace environment for potential risks and based on the information, come up with the ways to improve the safety in the facilities. Look like design safety for me lah. So those who wish to work in this role will typically need at least diploma or bachelor degree in the industry where they want to work. So, Encik Nazmi, in your opinion, what is the most important quality of the safety professional and why this is important? So, what and another one, what are the key skill of the safety professional in general? What the skill you need to have?
Thanks, Ms. Faizal, for this question. Okay, the most important quality for me for safety professional is to be a great safety leader. Okay, it's a leader, it's not a boss. Okay, because typically people will say, oh, safety is, people hate safety normally, but then we as a safety leader, we have to ensure that the workplace environment is effectively managed with while decreasing the probability of hazardous incident from occurring. All right. So not only do leaders need to possess the obvious qualities of great communication and friendly demeanor, but great safety leaders also have a well-rounded understand of the industry they work. Okay, for example, you're in oil and gas or you work in manufacturing, you should aware the surrounding of your plant or your facilities, and you can react effectively in any emergency situation. So it is important that safety leaders ensure workers are participating in mandatory safety emergency training on regular basis. So like Ms. One of Azah said, you do the fire drill. This is one of these things that the safety leader need to do. Yeah, great safety leader also should realize their accountability for preventing the hazardous situation and take responsibility for the mistake. You know, this is the most important thing. You have to own it for the mistake may occur in the field instead of passing the blame or hiding the errors. Okay, you need to be more transparent on this. And leaders should also expect the same degree of the accountability from their worker as well. For your second question, what is the key safety professional? I have here in my mind is four, which is care, engaging, empathy, ownership, and accountability. Right. So this is straight to the point, right?
Yes.
Safety professional normally driven by own feeling. Okay, we care towards others because we have the responsibility to do the right thing, but not wanting to people get hurt, right? So the element of care is a part of the person value system and comes from the leaders. Leaders on in wanting to keep everyone safe, right? Also, with a genuine care, trustees build the team, and that is good starting point to enroll still in a company organization toward higher safety culture. So this genuine caring is important lah. Sharing is caring normally. So the next is the ability to reach out and engage with people in the organization at all levels is very important element because we need to deliver all the safety tips, all the safety information to them. So for the top leadership, this also means reaching out those may located far away or from far side. You know, nowadays from my previous job, we have the international company. So we have one company in Australia, UK, USA. We still manage to deliver to reach them on the safety moment together with them. So this needs to take place in field or outfield. Okay, the investment on site is not triggered by an incident, but during the good times. Okay, again the element of the care is strengthening here. Okay, and trust
Yeah.
become stronger. All right, the engagement become a form of mutual information coaching between okay, engaging party with everyone, encouraged to speak up, and the leaders getting more time to listen from the workers on the workforce. Okay, the next skill is for me is empathy. Okay, it is simply like ability to understand the needs of others. This is a key of characteristic or good leadership in general. Um, Only the feeling of empathy can a leader better understand and interact from the frontliners openly, and it
Mm-mm.
takes humility to step in the shoes of the frontliners to understand their challenge and dilemmas dealing with safety, because we are the safety, we should have together sit with them in the same shoes how they face all these hazard. So we know that this is an input from them, so we can tackle, eliminate all the hazard together with them. There may be different opinions, but the understanding to motivate the action is the most important. How we have to best deal with the situation. So in essence, the simple formula is empathy plus action. We get a care here. Okay. The next, last but not least, the ability of ownership. The ownership of safety is important because to get the rest of the company organization on board with the safety professional journey. This is very important for us. The energy of journey will become stronger, will deliver the desired result, because if a collective effort of everyone in the company organization, safety professional cannot always be with everyone at one place, at all
Mm-mm.
place. So the ability to extend the ownership, the ability to deliver the people who may not sign up is the correct safety behavior or attitude, even after they've been trained, retrained, or coached. Okay, in this
Mm-mm.
situation, safety leaders must be firm. Okay, must be firm and not afraid to take a firm action. Right, the accountability to drive.
Must be garang also, fierce.
Yeah, not that, but then we have to be firm lah, not garang, firm. Driving the accountability for the safety leader is very important to draw a clear line for everyone. Okay, we need to draw a clear line for everyone. And safety is non-compliance, cannot be
Mm,
tolerated.
yeah.
Okay, and action need to be taken before someone gets hurt. Okay, so for us, our objective, we need to protect human from the fatality.
Hmm. Right, thank you, Cik Nazmi. That is a very marvelous answer from you. Right, thank you. So next round. So, OSH practitioner often specialize in different areas such as ergonomic, industrial hygiene training, occupational psychology, and occupational health. So, OSH graduate are usually in demand in most heavy industry in Malaysia. Some major industry like manufacturing, utilities, construction, public service, and hotels. So, that are always on lookout for the OSH graduate. So for most people, however, it will necessary to go through some formal step to become qualified or competent person as a safety professional before starting to apply for this type of job. So, Puan Azah, what actually is a competent person in health and safety, and how do you become a competent person? And then, can you give me an example of the competent person from the DOSH involved in any specific matter?
Okay, thank you, Faiza, for the question. Okay, question number one is what is a competent person in health and safety? So, competent person in health and safety, or OSH, is a person actually who have sufficient knowledge, training, and was recognized by the Department of Safety and Health DOSH. Without recognition from DOSH, we cannot call it as competent person. And then for question number two, how do you become a competent person? So there has a lot of type of competent person, but I will share my previous experience on how to become a safety head officer, because I'm not sure. And basically, this is my experience from the DOSH requirement. To become a
Mm-mm.
safety and health officer, you need to attend course 20 from NIOSH or any recognized training provider. Because now, if you look at this new look at now, we have a lot of training provider that can provide this OSH training course, such as Pahang Skill, Johor Skill, Terengganu Skill. All this one is recognized safety officer course. And after that, you need to attend and pass all four examination papers.
Mm.
experience, 3 years experience related to OSH, Occupational Safety and Health. You can be as safety health committee members, or you
Mm-mm.
can be as a safety executive or safety coordinator and so on that related to the OSH. And then after 3 years, you may apply through the MyKKP platform uh, as a safety head officer application. So,
Mm-mm.
but if you hold a diploma from, diploma in OSH from any recognized institution, you may register directly SHO without attend the class and examination. That's what
Mm.
I know lah. Okay, and then for the question number 3, um, uh, type of competent person. Okay, actually, those type of competent person, they have a lot of type of competent person. Okay, example, the famous competent person now is noise risk assessor. Why it is famous? Because DOSH have the new legal, which noise 2019. So noise risk assessor is to carry out noise risk assessment. So only noise risk assessor, or we call NRA, can carry out noise risk assessment. And even me as safety health officer, I'm not the right one to conduct NRA, noise risk assessment. And then the another type of competent person, we also have DOSH also have a chemical head risk assessment assessor. This is the specific person or specific assessor that to perform chemical head risk assessment. So this one is you need to pass you need to attend class and pass examination to get this competent person. And another one
Mm.
is hygiene technician. Hygiene technician is basically is cover more on the industrial hygiene, such as if your company after conduct chemical head risk assessment, they have a requirement by the CHRA assessor to you to conduct a chemical exposure monitoring. So who the right person to perform this chemical exposure monitoring? So the right person is hygiene technician. Okay,
Mm-mm.
and then hygiene technician, they have for local exhaust ventilation, for chemical monitoring. This is the different hygiene technician. And for safety aspect, another one is you must have DOSH have authorized gas tester. Authorized gas tester also need to have to obtain approval from DOSH after you pass all the examination. And
Mm.
another, I think another one is a competent person is occupational head doctor, OHD, but it's more the medical practitioner only can apply this one lah. And also nurse also have nurse competent person also. Uh, I think that's actually they have a few list of competent person more, but you can refer to the if not mistaken Dosh website, right, Faiza?
Mm-mm. Oh, okay. So most of the person that I student may ask about they said to be a safety officer only they only know about the safety officer. Usually the safety practitioner is widely they have so many computer person, right, Puan Azah? It's not only
Yes,
safety officer.
yes. It's not only
Mm.
safety officer, but they have employer would think that once I hire safety head officer, she or he can do everything regarding OSH practitioner, OSH line. She can do noise risk assessment, she can do ergonomic, but it's not right. It's very, very wrong. So it's
Right,
very
that's
what?
why we need to educate our employee, also employ our employer, right?
Yes. Hmm.
All right, thank you, Puan Azah. All right, so the hazard affecting the workplace under each major area should be detected, identified, controlled, and at best prevent from occurring by the safety and health professional of the company. Occupational safety and health should be integrated in every step of the work process, starting from the storage, from the beginning, use of the raw material, to the end product. All right. So when you see and talk about safety, your first expression is probably something on the proper PPE, on the PPE. Okay. When you saw safety officer, you quickly put your PPE. All right. So um procedure or other aspect of safety are typically for a safety toolbox talks. Right. And Cik Nazmi, what I do like to in this question, at least in a very general way, how to be a successful process design safety professional. Like question from Puan Azah is for competency for in your area. How to be a successful safety professional, the first line of defense like you, and we need what we need to learn, and what does the future hold for career in safety and health.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Faizal, for the question. Okay, first of all, starting in the safety design professional journey, it is worth knowing what or how the safety professional destination will look like. Okay,
Mm-mm.
I will painting a clear picture what good looks like. Hence, it will give motivation to everyone to jump in and join the journey with me. Okay, so generally, to be a successful safety design engineer, to define your goals. Where you are like to be an engineer, the medium and long term. You have a medium engineer or long term engineer. You are not making the unbreakable commitment when you do this, but it helps you to focus and moving forward. Uh,
Mm-mm.
in addition, regularly review your progress to achieve your goal is quite helpful as well. So the next is you need to commit yourself to the CPD. We call it continuous professional development to
Mm-mm.
keep in the rapidly changing world and enhance value to the employers. Because nowadays we have a lot of technologies being developed. You should acquire new skills while being a constant lookout new professional development opportunities. You also need to improve your soft skills because engineers soft skills is very important. Okay, so focus on their professional development efforts, improving in the technical skill. Do not underestimate the importance of soft skills, right? Not
Mm-mm.
even engineers, but then nowadays everyone must have the soft skill because we need to tackle all the problems or whatever. The soft skills is very helpful. So such as like communication to the workers, teamwork, like the toolbox with the teamwork. And then when you do a toolbox, the communication and the message is very important. So this soft skill is very important. You should also take time and improve your essential skill like this. Okay, it's quite take time as well. And then we also need to embrace change. Okay, rapid advance in technology and thinking means nothing changing stands still. But then if you embrace this rapid development, you never get stuck like attitude that that's the way we always done it. So because engineering we like to improve and integrate whatever is good in future. So instead we always be flexible when you are ready to change. Okay.
Mm-mm.
The next is you need to be you call it optimistic. Okay, in design, it's often about problem solving, right? It's important that we can do what we cannot do, so we have the optimistic attitude. Of course, you need to be realistic. You don't design a plant a very broad plan, but then it's a small production, right? So the remaining the remaining optimistic will face us a challenge will take you a long way, right?
Mm.
The next important thing is you need to identify your role model and mentors. I believe Mr. Wan Noor
Yes.
Azah can be your mentor. You want to be a essential, right? Because you can learn a lot from the role models and mentors because they can help you in developing your career. All right. I believe if you ask any essential or any professional engineer, they're willing to help because we are a
Yes.
professional. We are safety professional. We're willing to help and willing to share our knowledge. This is be a good for you to work. For example, you can formalize your mentoring relationship. It doesn't have to be formal. You know, you can chat. Now you have a LinkedIn. You can chat together Instead, you can ask them how people do every day. What is our work together? This is important for your inspiration. For your inspiration as a role model, right? It doesn't look great, then you need is related to your soft skill as well. All right.
Mm. All right.
Last but not least, you need to focus on long term. You know, to be a good safety design engineer or professional is not a short period of time. To be a good SSO as well, it's not a short period of time because you need experience, right? To
Yeah,
receive your
experience.
green book, you need experience. So you have to feel how you handle all the incidents. So the real success, for example, achieving the goal you identified will take time. So for me, you should view it as a marathon, not a sprint. Okay. Whatever you are in your career, I hope it will help you close what you want to achieve.
Right, thank you. I just loved about the point they said, like, whenever you actually, whenever you go in the safety world, you will go seminar or conference. I will must bump up with the other practitioner also. Like,
Yeah.
usually meet in the conference
Yes.
and the seminar. It's a need to have really
Networking.
networking for this safety. All right. Thank you, Encik Nazmi. All right. So that's all for the question from my side. And we will go ahead and take some time for question now. Just a reminder for all. Please make sure you type your question in the comment column below. All right. So it's look like we have a few question. One audience asked about the hi from Azika Kamal. Hi, may I know how about the demand and market for OSH practitioner during or after this MCO period? Perhaps Puan Azah or Encik Nazmi, you can give opinion on this, both of you. You start with Puan Azah first, is it okay?
Okay, Faiza can. Okay. So Azika Kamal, okay, your question demand and market for OSH practitioner. So based on we look at this year after the COVID-19 outbreak, the OSH practitioner, the demand in the market, yes, the demand increased in the market. Why? Because the value of SHO, I mean the salary for SHO is a little bit reduced, but the demand is, yes, high demand in the market, because a lot of all factory, all workplace, even the retail also now have SHO or OSH practitioner post vacancy. So this after this MCO period, the demand is still high, and have chance to new graduate to get the job. So don't worry. So I think that's my answer, lah, Faiza.
Encik Nazmi, you want to add something?
Okay. Thanks, Azika Kamal, for the question. In general, in Malaysia, we have a lot of industries, oil and gas, manufacturing, food industries, and so many industries, right? As you know, as I said, we do have also SSO, we have the monitoring competency, CHRA. So the project still have to go on, right? Like oil and gas, we have all the design. We need this CHRA expert, noise monitoring expert as well. So I believe the demand is quite high. It's still is very high for me, and you don't worry about that. Like Ms. Azah said, you have a lot of competency that you can join it, and then the project is still on.
Mm-mm.
For oil and gas, yeah, it's so as I do the onshore as well. We do have the project onshore. Every modification, every single modification in the onshore facility, we do still need all the CHRA expert, the human factor expert, the ergonomic expert as well in the design. So no worries about that. Yeah, in future, our country will develop the more SSO expert in inshallah.
Thank you, Cik Nazmi. All right. So, is there anything else? So it's like we have covered all the thing. So, is there anything else our panel wanted to cover before we wrap up this session? We start from Pano Azah first.
Okay, as a wrap up, I would like to wish good luck to all MAHSA students, especially Faculty of Health Science, Environmental Health. You need to be realize that OSH demanding is still demanding, and please don't worry. You still have time to equip yourself with another competencies, and you can you can um, you can be more more I mean uh, you can have chance to have a good job outside there even
Mm-hmm.
during this pandemic. So good luck to all the students and wish you luck, mah. Thank you.
Thank you, Pano Azah. All right, Cik Nazmi.
Okay, first of all, thank you, MAHSA University and the Environmental Health Faculty of Science MAHSA University for inviting me. Um, so for this course, diploma, you get this most important thing when you study in university, right? When you graduated, you have graduated, you will be on demand. So you'll be in demand uh, in the market. So I believe this course is good in future. So good luck to all the students as well. Uh, and have fun when you are studying in this course because safety is very interesting. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Cik Nazmi. If so, I think we are good for now. Once again, thank you, Cik Nazmi and Puan Nur Azah to be with us today. It was very pleasure being with you all today. So if you are passionate about playing your part in the protecting the life of the hardworking workers, combating the rising rate of occupational accident, work in the profession with an open mind, a desire to leave your facility with a safety culture much better than the one you inherited before, and the peace of mind that what you was doing was truly making a difference, is this is why occupational safety and health may be the right course for you. If you are thinking about starting a career in occupational safety and health, the diploma in occupational safety and health at MAHSA University is a great place to start. If you can contact us if you want to know more about this course. Thanks again everyone for joining us today. Let's say self-discipline in practicing social distancing and ensuring safe hygiene to protect yourself and your family from COVID-19. All right. So we will see you next time. Thank you so much, Cik Azmi Ponor Azah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Stay safe.
Thank you.